Hola class! Today we are going to see how to make a linear equation from a table. And as usual, I will give you a how-to step by step, and then we'll make one example together. Now, before we start, remember that a linear equation is always going to look in a way that you know. It looks like y equals mx plus c. And remember that the m is your gradient, your slope, and your c is going to be your y-intercept. So for how to step by step, first you create the table if they give you a sequence instead of a table. Most of the times they're going to give it to you. Then you check the first order difference, and because this is going to be linear, that is going to be a constant, and that constant is giving you your gradient. And once you've got that, you check for the y-intercept, which is going to be your c. Okay, let's see this in an example. Let's imagine they give me this sequence and they want me to find the equation that creates it. We don't have any context here, just numbers. Now, the important thing to remember is that these values are your results, which means they're your y's. This value here is the first one in the sequence, so that is going to be your values of x. This is the second, the third, and so on. So these are going to be your matching values of x. So you know what to put where. So if we create these two columns for the table, we're going to give us a bit of space. Now we're ready to begin translating everything where it should. So the values of y here and the x's accordingly. And remember that when you feel comfortable with this, you don't have to write every single step, but we're going to do them so we see where it's coming from. With practice, you don't have to, but in case of doubt, always write more rather than less. So first, we're going to check the first order difference, and remember, always in that order. So in our case, it would be 15 minus 11, and then 19 minus 15, which could be this one here, and the matching one, 23 minus 19. So we do the first one, 15 minus 11, that is a 4. 19 minus 15, it's a 4 as well, and 23 minus 19, it's a 4. And that is a good thing because it's a constant, which means this is a linear. So in the moment I see a constant here, I know that's my gradient, and I know that this linear follows a format that I know. It's going to be y equals 4x, because I know the number now, plus c. Now we want to check for c, for the y-intercept. So we ask ourselves, what if we only had 4x? So our y-intercept, not that we write it, would be a 0. What would we see? Well, if we go in here, we would have 4 times 1, that would be a 4, and then we would see 4 times 2, which would give me an 8, 4 times 3 could be a 12, 4 times 4, a 16. Now let's extend this a bit. And then what you're going to do, you're going to compare this column, what you should have, with this one, what you do have. And let's call it difference. And you only need to do it once, but we're going to do it every single one. So I see an 11, when I should see a 4, that gives me a difference of 7. If I keep on going, I see a 15 where I was expecting an 8. That gives me a 7 as well. And it's a good thing because it's a constant. 19 minus 12. And the same 23 minus 16. This constant here is your C. My y-intercept, the whole thing got moved out. So once you got everything, you can put here everything together. Y equals mx plus c. Your m is 4. 4x plus c, 7. We've got the equation, which is what they ask us. We box it, and we're done. Now it's your turn to go and practice. Thanks for watching.